Hey guys, how are you today? So today for my video, I decided that I'm going to be doing the Throwback Tag, where I basically just answer a bunch of questions about my childhood, stuff like that. Okay, so to start it off with question number 1, what year were you born? I was born in 1996. I'm 17 years old. Number 2, do you have any pictures of yourself when you were younger? I do, and I will include them right now. Number 3, what TV shows did you grow up watching? Anything literally on Disney Channel. I grew up on That's So Raven, Hannah Montana, Cory in the House. I grew up on that, but I also grew up on like Phil of the Future, Barney when I was really younger, Pinky and the Brain, like stuff like that, Ed, Ed and Eddie, like all those kind of crazy weird stuff. Number 4, what did you want to be when you grew up? I think when I was a kid I wanted to be a vet. I'm pretty sure I wanted to be a vet when I was a kid. Number 5, what do you want to be now? Now I want to be a nurse midwife. So yeah, not the same at all. Number 6, what were your favorite toys to play with? I don't know. Oh, well, when I was really young, like when I was a baby, well, not really a baby, I was probably like 4, I used to have this really, like, this long, like, thing. It was kind of like a vacuum, but when you push it, it, like, makes popping noises, because, like, the, like, things that were inside it, like, would get pushed up, and they would just, like, make popping noises, and it was kind of like a kid vacuum. I used to play with that thing all the time when I was a kid. Number 7, what's the most embarrassing thing that you can remember doing? As a kid, I can think of more embarrassing things that I've done now. I think one of the things I've done when I was a kid was we were on vacation, and I went to, I forgot where it was, and this is going to be really embarrassing. I ran out of the hotel room, like, butt naked, and I was, like, 3 years old. So, then, I probably didn't give a crap, but now it's, like, embarrassing to think about it. Number 8, do you have anything important from your past that you still own right now? When I was younger, I was probably like 7 or 8. My grandfather passed away from cancer, and I got this music box from his house, and basically it's basically filled with a bunch of rose petals that I put in a book, and from this rose was actually given to me. They smell like roses at his funeral from his sister, and I pressed them in a book and I keep them in here. And then he was Catholic too, so I also have a rosary beads in here. So yeah, this is my important box. I love this. It's like beautiful. Number 9, 3 songs you love to listen to as a child. I can remember listening to Angel, and I don't know. I still listen to a lot of stuff. Number 10. Many of you don't know this, but I have 2 younger sisters, and we are all a few years apart from each other. I'm 3 years older than the middle sister, and I'm 4 years older than the youngest one. When I was 7, the middle one was 4, and the youngest one was 3. We dressed up as M&Ms for Halloween. We were all different colors. Number 11, tell a funny story of something you remember happening when you were young. Okay, a funny story I remember would be, sorry, my allergies are killing me. we went to Sesame Street, like a Sesame, like, playhouse thingy. And I remember going to Sesame Street when I was younger. It was like the Sesame Playhouse thing. And I remember going through like this water tube. It was like a water slide, kind of crawly. And basically, what ended up happening was I crawled through it. I was like really young, and I'm like trying to find my mom, and I don't know where she is. And she's just like nowhere to be found. So I find this like security guard, and I'm like really young, and I barely know how to talk. Thank God he understood me, but I was saying like I can't find my mom. So he brought me back to like the lost and found thing, and it was fairly embarrassing because like it was like really funny and embarrassing because I don't know. It just was kind of weird being that young and getting lost in a park. Number 12. Are there any special things you've kept from when you were a child? My mom has a whole entire, like, drawer full of my, like, stuff from, like, kindergarten up until, like, 5th grade and whatever, of all the stuff that I've ever made. So I have all that stuff downstairs. Number 13. What was something weird you used to do as a child? Okay. There's a lot of stuff that I probably did weird that I don't really want to expose to the internet. When I was a child, okay, this is not really weird. I guess it's kind of weird, but me and my sisters used to have this time. We just used to joke around. We used to pretend to be our parents. So we'd go upstairs and like put on their clothes, and we would like basically kind of pretend we were them, so it was kind of weird. Number 14. What's the scariest thing you remember that happened to you when you were younger? When I was younger, the scariest thing I think ever happened to me personally, was either getting lost in Sesame Street, or when I was older than that, but only by a couple years, we went to an amusement park, and I was in a seat with my dad, and at the time, my dad, like the thing wasn't fitting me right, but he didn't know it because I wouldn't tell him, and I almost fell out of the seat, and it was, like, really scary. Number 15. How is the world now different from how it was, like, when you were a child? Now it's actually kind of, like, completely different in a way. Like, when I was a child, all I remember, like, was people just, like, being nicer, and they were just, like, sweeter, and they really cared and stuff. And, like, now, like, everyone's just kind of, like, dependent on technology. Like, they just don't really care anymore. Like, when I was a kid, when I was, like, watching home videos, like, I just, like, remember, like, seeing people just, like, all excited and happy, and, you know, like, the times before the BlackBerry and the iPhone ever happened, and, you know, and they were just all, like, nicer. Like, now it's all about, like, oh, if you don't have the newest iPhone, you're weird. Like, no, like, that's just stupid. I just don't really like that anymore. But yeah, so that was my video for today. I will leave all the questions in the down bar below if you would like to answer the questions yourself. Leave me a video response. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my video. Wednesday's video is probably going to be a little short or a little weird, because I'm going on a college tour. Yeah, so anyways, I hope you liked my video. I will see you all on Wednesday, and don't forget, creativity takes courage. Bye!